Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red EDC. I am JB, and oh man, today we're going to talk about a Microtech. Now, this Microtech comes on loan from my good buddy BH, and it just happens to be the first Microtech that I've had on the channel. So I am greatly appreciative to BH for going on his recent knife buying spree, have them come to me, I get to check them out, and then get them off to him. Now this is the last one. This is the last one of his knives that I've really, taken the time to check out, look through, and as soon as I'm done with this review, I will be getting his rather large box of knives, and not to mention a big old box with a flashlight in it that he won on a giveaway on Saturday Night Live. So he's just going to have a big box of goodies coming his way. So very good. How about we zoom out and we take a look at this Microtech. This is the Microtech SOCOM Elite. It says so right there. Got a black aluminum handle on it. You got the rubberized inserts. Very similar to the ones that you'll find on the Kershaw Blur. Nice grippy inserts. Nothing on the clip side. All the grip is on the show side. Got a lanyard hole there. Do have a glass breaker. Stainless pocket clip for right hand tip down carry only. And I know I probably just got some moans and groans on that one. But I tell you what, guys, for a knife this size, it's going to sit in the pocket like so. You pull it out, your thumb's right there for those thumb studs. I think tip down on this knife is the way to go. Most definitely. Does have a single titanium liner. Whoops. There we go. With a hardened steel insert in there. There you go. See it right there. Now you're going to have a handle length of 5 inches. On this knife. You got a 5-inch handle. This is going to be a good size knife. As I measure the grip length, I measure the grip length at right about 4.5 inches. So you got a good amount of knife there for good size hands. Now as we talked before, it is dual thumb stud deployment. Riding on bearings, and it is a liner lock, subframe lock, however you want to term it. Once it's open, you see there you've got a 4-inch 204P clip point blade. Got that primarily black but two-tone finish, which I really kind of dig the look of that. 3 3/4 inch cutting edge on the blade. 5-inch handle and a 4-inch blade gives you a 9-inch overall fully open length. Little bit more than 9 inches if you throw in the glass breaker, but for all intents and purposes, right around 9 inches. Microtech's made in the USA. Let's get our scale out. And we'll get some weight, we'll take some measurements, and we'll talk about our carry. Alright, we're going to start out in grams. 146 grams, or 5.1 ounces. Now, I have to be perfectly honest that, 5 ounces, that's not overly heavy. It's heavier than some people like for EDC. Totally get that. But in a 9-inch knife, 5 ounces really isn't too bad. Does not carry heavy at all in the pocket. At least I don't think it does. It carries very well. Let's take some measurements here. Got our calipers out. All right. Now, width. Looking at just over ½ inch, 0.53, 0.54. Width, let's see, width at the top of the pocket, you're going to be about 1.3. Down towards the center of the pocket, yeah, still about 1.3. Not too bad. Is a big knife. I did not think it was a pocket hog at all, even though it sits in the pocket with the widest portion at the top of the pocket. I did not find that to be an issue at all. Still had plenty of room to get my hand past it, get my hand in the pocket. I didn't feel that it was an issue. Now, when it's sitting in pocket, not a lot of exposure, which is good. Yeah, right about 1/4 inch. Not too bad. I will tell you one thing. The retention on this thing, when you're going in pocket, like me, I predominantly wear blue jeans. And that seam at the top of the pocket, you're going to have to pop it by this little portion. See how that indent there? Goes in pocket just fine. I mean, you got a good ramp there. Goes in pocket, not a problem. I found that popping this past the seam took a little bit of extra pressure, but nothing too bad. The retention on this thing, absolutely fabulous. The retention of that clip, very, very good. All right, guys, my overall take. Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm a little sad that I've avoided the non-auto or manual versions of Microtech. You know, this is a fantastic knife, guys. It really, really is. This thing is so snappy. I will be perfectly honest with you. The first, couple times that I opened it, I figured it out quick, but the first couple times I opened it, I honestly thought it was assisted. I really did. Obviously, when you shut it, it's not assisted at all. But, wow. I really thought it was. Like, wait a minute. Nope. All manual. The detent on this knife it's pretty strong. It's got a pretty strong detent. If you can, let's see here. It snaps in there. Now, you have a detent ramp there for the detent ball to ride along. But load up and flip. And that thing shoots out of there. As I said, it's a free dropper. Yeah, that's from it. You got to catch it on that thumbnail right at first or it's going to bite you. And then just a little bit of shimmy and shake and it drops in. Detent sucks it right in there. This thing is absolutely solid. And there you can see your lockup. We're locking up at probably forward edge is pushing It's pushing 50%. Maybe in that 40 range. Good, solid lockup. The blade. Oh, I don't know. I like the two-tone. It makes it look wicked. Nice two-tone blade. Got a decent choil on it. Now here's something that I found interesting is you do have the jimping on the spine, but the jimping is angled forward, which it's either usually flat or angled upward. Now this, it's angled down. But I tell you what, to get on that grip, if you get your thumb up there, it's wicked. It locks you in. Now, the handle, as you can see there, the handle's got a really nice flare on it. I really like that as well. Very, very comfortable in hand. I was a little concerned. Just, you know, the size of the knife for my hand, but man. Get up on those flares. That feels really good. The clip, I mean, it's tipped down, so I don't really have no problem back there with the curl, with the ramp on the clip. No, not even an issue. The gripability with the rubber, as we kind of talked about before, very good. You kind of have a cutout there that your index finger locks into. So combined with the flare or get up on the spine, locks your hand in. Locks it in very, very well. And this is kind of a nitpick. My only kind of about the knife is I didn't find that there was a really great access to the liner. I mean, you can see there that the liner is jimped to help, which is a good thing, but I still have to dig my thumbnail in there to access that liner. If there's any improvement that could possibly be made to this knife, I would say it would be that. Just a little bit better access to that. You know, and maybe I'm spoiled. A lot of the knives I've done recently have had really good access to the liner, but I mean, you got to dig your thumbnail in there to get a hold of that jimping. But that was pretty much the only thing that I found on this knife that I would say maybe could be done a little bit better. And is it, you know, it might be a nitpick. I don't think it is. I mean, if you've got a frame lock or a liner lock, I mean, you should have good access to it. I mean, that's just me. Now, also, the one thing is it does have a bit of lock stick, but, you know, as I've had it and played with it, and from everything I've, read and heard, that the lock stick does go away over time with use. Just kind of, and that makes sense. But right now, and it's actually getting better. But it's still there a little bit. But it is not as bad as it was when I first got the knife and started using it. The finish, like I said, the quality, this knife is so well done. Everything is rounded where it needs to be rounded, chamfered where it needs to be chamfered. The jimping is aggressive, but not overly aggressive. It's just so well done. very, very well done. Overall, it's a well executed, just absolutely excellent knife. And after seeing this knife, I can honestly say I have a complete different mindset when it comes to Microtechs. Now, as I said, you're going to pay for that. This model sells for right around $310. So it's quality. Blue says it was quality. Blue gave it a 9, which pretty much blew me away. If it had a little bit better access to the liner, who knows? Might have been more than a 9, but he was very, very impressed with this knife, as was I. And as I said, I have a whole new, well, I can't say whole new. How about a newfound, there we go, a newfound respect for Microtech knives. I think that's a good way to put it. Thanks again, BH. You've got yourself a pretty darn fantastic knife there. Thank you very much, my friend. Greatly appreciate it. And I greatly appreciate all you checking out the SOCOM Elite with me from Microtech. As always, guys, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. I love talking to y'all. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Bye-bye.